is going freaking crazy, bro. I definitely gotta show you this new damage that I'm doing. It's going absurd damage, bro. This thing is going crazy, bro. Honestly, I'm so proud of it. I cannot wait for this patch on the 29th so we can even double our Sever damage. We'll have a chance to double our Sever damage. So right now we're doing good damage, but now we're gonna do, on the 29th, we're gonna do even more crazy damage. But at the moment, I want you to just look at these clips, and then we're gonna go into a deep, detailed guide on how you can improve your damage or what I'm doing to get the numbers that I'm getting. Okay, every person's different, but I want to show you what I'm doing. So I hope you guys like the video, watch it, follow me for more content. I'm going crazy right now for content. I'm trying to help everybody else who loves Sever Necro as much as I do. And yo, let's just go. For the gear, we're gonna pretty much the gear. We're gonna go clearly the Iron Perdition. We're gonna go Shroud of False Death, Reaping Lotus Gauntlets with maximum life on it. You want GA on that. Pretty much, I needed armor, so I put an armor there. But you can get more Sever, pretty much core skills. Add core skills there. Blood Moon Breaches, Rackenoff's Wake. But later on, we're gonna have to change that to the Greaves of the Empty Tomb because on the 29th we're getting a buff, and our chance to sever dealing double damage will work after the 29th. So that's a good thing. And then we're gonna go to the Grandfather. But before we even do that, I'm gonna show you all the stats because not the part to show you that, but we're gonna show you that before we even get there. Pretty much, we're gonna have max resistances. Pretty much, when we're in combat, this will be up to 100%, 50% pretty much attack speed, 10,000% overpower damage, 200% vulnerable damage, all damage 1,700. We have 522% shadow damage. That's gonna help with our severs. All of this is really helping with our severs, but you want to make sure that you're doing crazy for the sever damage and all that. Okay. We have maximum life. The more maximum life we have, the better. More overpower damage, the better. Okay. Well, maximum armor too. Again, we have maximum movement speed, almost maximum movement speed when we're in combat though. And you want more maximum essence. The more maximum essence, the easier this build is. You'll have to do less bone spirits. Less bone spirits, the better, the easier, and the faster it is to proc the Banished Lords. So naturally, you have to do 3 bone spirits because you have to have about, got to go through all 3 of your essence bars. With this Grandfather, I'm only doing 2, luckily. And with Soul consistently, this maximum bar filling your essence. Banished Lord, we got a 2-star Banished Lord Talisman with a 2 temper on a 2 masterwork on a maximum life, so we can get almost 20% maximum life. I honestly wish that was a GA, but I mean, it is what it is. We got a GA on great core skills and overpowered damage, which is also really good. So we got a 48%. Sorry, I couldn't think of 60%. It was really hard. It's really hard finding a good 60% one. Most of the time, if it's a 60% one, there's no GAs on it, and that's not cool. So we want at least a greater fix on that overpowered damage, so we can be hitting very hard. Okay, now we're doing, this is what's helping us with our critical chance right here. It's helping us with our maximum life and our critical chance. And we have two masterworks on our overpower, which is really honestly helping our overpowered a lot. Just casting macabre skills restores plus 26 primary resources right there, and the bone splinter also helps with that. So we're getting like a lot of resources just because we're using bone spirit. Okay, bone spirit's on a main rotation. Why not, bro? Like, it's better than using Starlight Ring at this point. I couldn't find anything else that helped recover essence besides that, and that was just the best thing I could do. And then we got to bring Scarlet Scars. Gotta have that. If you don't have that, then I mean, you could switch it out, but it's not gonna hit the same. It's just not gonna hit the same. It's just gonna feel completely different. I don't know what to tell you. For this, Shadow, definitely the Shadow. If you need more crit chance, then go there, but you're gonna lose some damage. Overpower, multiplicative, need that. That's a must for this build. And this actually is optional, okay? You can go for attack speed or maximum life, or even you can do what you want. Honestly, this last one is up to you. Is all going to net for increase on DPS gain. The attack speed is really cool, but I'm cool with a 65 to 70% attack speed gain. So that's just my feeling about it. Skill tree, I went over this in the other video, but I'll go again. Doing enhanced bone splinters so you can get more essence, double the cast, going crazy. Okay, we got 4 on perfectly balanced. That's 20% more damage multiplicative. 2 on huge, 1 on huge flash, plus another one for the chest. And then for the passes to all stats, so we got 2. So we got an 8% chance to spawn courses. We're spamming all the time. For every Sever does 4 hits. That's going crazy. Okay. Blighted again. We getting blight. And blight pretty much 20% additional damage. You don't have to get this. You can take out blight and put anything else you want in here. Personally speaking, you can do corpse explosion if you want for additional, you know, blighted damage. You can whatever you want to do. You can go bone spirit, bone prison for additional essence if you really want to do that, which also works too. This works perfectly fine. I personally don't want to use it. I don't like bone prison. It feels clunky, but it's good. I mean, if you want to use it, you can use it. That's a me preference, not that's not a build planner. So it can go either way. Either way is fine. Okay. If you don't want to use the horde decrepify, you can just add decrepify in the R2. You can do so many different things. That blight is just an open slot that you could put whatever you want in there. You don't need blight. Blight is just a buffer on overall damage. And sometimes I forget to add blight in my rotation, specifically my rotation. Not everybody's like me. They don't make mistakes as much as I do. I'm sloppy. I'm a sloppy gamer. I'm just a normal person. So I make mistakes. Pretty much. Death Embrace. It's good. You want a 16%. You want at least a 3 on this, because it's just gonna be more damage. Everything you do is close range damage. Okay. And everything that 1 point and everything else was the extra movement speed and extra lucky hit is gonna be cool. The lucky hit is it's not really a lucky hit build, but it can help. Amplified damage, 16% on that. Yeah, that's needed because everything in this build from your nose is going to be curse, and you'll see that soon. The decrepify, you're using literally both of them because of the pass of the the room. So you're using apparent decrepify and you're using the horde decrepify. So you literally have both nodes, which is awesome. Okay. Now, this is where things get important. You want Bone Spirit, you want Enhanced Bone Spirit. Okay, if Bone Spirit critical strikes, its cooldown is reduced by 7 seconds. Okay, and Dreadful Bone Spirit generates 30% of your maximum essence. Okay, that's going to shoot your essence recovery up by 30%. All right, and you're going to be spamming Bone Spirit, so you're just going to keep doing that. And then your Bone Spirit is going to give you essence. That's literally going to fill up everything all the time. And then you have Solar Rift. You're going out into this is what keeps your build going and going and going. Okay. And then you want at least 1 to 2 points in rapid ossification. So your Bone Spirit can go to at least a 1 second cooldown time. Or you can even be better and put 2 to 3 points in it so it can have no cooldown time and just spam it. And it has to hit inside of the enemy in order for that to work. Very annoying to do. Pretty much, Memento Mori is a must. Sacrificing all minions. You get an 80% bonus on this instead of a 60% bonus, and that 80% bonus will boost everything. Any stacks of Memento Mori is awesome. If you have passive necklace and you don't want to use Banished Lords, which I don't recommend that. I have old builds showing without Banished Lords, and you're doing, I would say, 1,000% less damage. So I don't recommend that. But Memento Mori is also passive. You're going to want that, okay? Standalone is awesome. That's damage reduction. And finality is awesome. This is how we're getting maximizing our crit easily without any effort. Inspiring Leader, 4 out of 3. 16% additional crit. Soul Rift is how we get we keep upkeep with our essence. And we usually are probably spamming Soul Rift. Now for your pretty much your ultimate passive, choose me one of your last passives. Honestly, Affliction is the best way to go. It's 15% multiplicative damage. Alright. The curse skills deal 80, a little bit XY. This amount increases by 30% of your damage. That last part don't really matter. You're not really spamming curse. Okay? You're not really spamming your curse. The carrying damage bonus is 154%. Okay, that damage bonus right there doesn't matter. It's gonna be a static. You're taking enemies affected by vulnerable crowd control shadow damage over time are afflicted, taking 50% multiplicative damage, increased damage from you and your minions. Okay, that's what really matters about this. If you don't understand that, Pretty much you're doing 15% multiplicative damage on anything that's taking shadow damage or afflicted or taking crowd control or vulnerable. Pretty much everything you're doing is going to be either vulnerable or taking damage over time. Okay. Reason why you're going to be blighting, you're going to be using pretty much either corpse tendrils, which you can do this one, but I like the blood for the blood begets blood board. And you're going to be using pretty much your Sever, which every third hit is going to proc vulnerable for 3 seconds, and you're going to pretty much be doing vulnerable all the time. You're going to also be doing pretty much Sever spamming, and you're going to be also be using Blight, which also has shadow damage on it. And if you really want to be pretty, you're gonna every time you can use this, so you can always have vulnerable up if you really, really, really want to. Okay, because you're going to be using the bone splinters again. That's what you're going to do. I'm going a deep explanation of this build because again, people don't understand why is what is what. Okay, we're going to paragons. I'm gonna try to go this fast as fuck because people are probably annoyed by now. All right, we're gonna start from the bottom. We're going to prime, get everything over here. Again, I could get additional damage from right over here, but don't worry about that. You want resistances, you want resilience, get the resistance down here, maximum life. This is going to be sacrificial. The next node is going to be wither. Yes, I did wither second because there's reasons for this. Wither, whatever way you want it, I want wither here. Always my second node because leveling wise, you're going to be doing wither. You're probably going to get the Ebon Piercer super early, and yeah, I just I changed it up a little bit, but I still want wither. And another good reason why is for this. Put over dominate right here. The dominate board, we have about 238% dominate. You can add more, subtract more, up to you. But I got 49 out of 25 willpower. My dominate's at like 70 something. Okay, that's the reason why you're taking a lot of multiplicative damage. Okay, then over here, right next to wither board, you're gonna want bloodbath with overpowered damage. Right before bloodbath, you want all the powerhouse. You want to take all the max life. You want all max life. I mean, all max life. If you have extra points, come over here. You need this. But if you don't have the levels, I don't recommend doing Sever until like about level 200, Paragon 200. But if you don't have all that stuff, right here, get all that max life, please. All right. But before you even get to the bloodbath, come over here, put amplify over here on the bloodbath board because you're going to get even more overpowered damage than your other board. Okay, you're going to get not only 140%, you get another 113, 200. Look right here, 113, 113, another 113. Then you get 45 damage while 45, 48, 48, 48. So you're getting a lot of damage from that on top of the extra 236% and 100% while 45 and 7% multiplicative damage on top of another 10% multiplicative damage for enemies being cursed. Okay, so that's the reason why. Okay, now the board above the wither board is going to be frailty. Can you get the resistance to essence? This is where your other attack speed and maximum life is going to come from right here, and you get additional attack speed right there. It's getting you to 50% without putting anything in there with everything with the Ring of Starless Skies. Okay. Then right here, you want to put a Gravekeeper node in. You want to have close corpses everywhere. Deal 3% damage for up to 18% of damage for every close corpse. Any corpses on the ground is just way more damage for you. That's awesome in the pit. There's going to be corpses everywhere. More vulnerable damage. You're going to be doing damage to healthy enemies right here. This is everything's going to be good. 13% multiplicative damage to healthy enemies. Most of the enemies in the pit are all healthy, so that's the reason why. And then above that, you're going to want to use this is going to be the blood begets blood board again, as I was telling you for the corpse tendrils. You want that node. You'll take that maximum life, all of this maximum life. The only reason why you come in here is for the maximum life and the blood begets blood. Okay. And then I added additional 100% shadow damage right here. So the enemies we do pretty much whenever you deal damage, your minion deals shadow damage to an enemy. The enemy deals 2% reduced damage. and you deal a multiplicative of 7.6% damage, shadow damage, on top of 100% additive shadow damage. This board is really good it's really, really good. And that's the reason why you want this board. Anything else, you know, you can switch in and out. I don't recommend anything else, to be honest with you, because if anything, maybe the vulnerable. I'm not sure. The critical strike board is not really that good. Um, this is not that really good, pretty much. You many good shadow affected. Yeah, this is okay, but you'll want raw shadow damage. And the exploit is really good. The exploit is really good as well, but I haven't been able to really work that in my build. I used it earlier, but I haven't been able to work it out recently. So I think those are the main reasons why I use those notes. If you have any opinions, anything else, let me know and we'll talk about it deeply. But this is just a build video. This is showing you exactly why I do my builds and why I use my builds and what I'm doing with my paragon nodes, how I'm getting the damage I'm getting, and why my numbers are hitting so hard without using other YouTubers' builds, with doing my own build. Okay, I appreciate you guys coming through. I'm sorry the build took forever. I'm explaining everything step by step. Love you guys. Thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one.